They can start doing that regularly. We're talking about big things in the future.
So for the Hawks, the captain's checked in for the Magician. Collins comes in for Cartwright. And it's Doc in for the Prodigy. The Prodigy passes to the Prophet. And that one is hammered home.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Young outside. Outside Collins.
First personal foul.
And guys, how about the different ways John Collins can score on you?
John Collins can bully you on the inside. He can spot up and shoot a little bit from the three-point line. So that ability to stretch the floor makes him one of the harder forwards to have to contend with.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
Good on the second free throw.
Collins has such concentration when he's out on the floor, and it can help really steady a basketball team.
The Prodigy passes to Galloway. MP outside. There's 38 seconds left in the first. That one good for two.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Young for three. That shot off. As the Spurs taking it the other way.
First personal foul.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
At the line for San Antonio, shooting one.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Hollins is checked in. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Temple. Pass to Bassie. Back to Temple. Stolen by Collins. Now here's Hollins. Not a lot of room. And he drops it in from the low post. Hollins has got his second basket of the night. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Spurs out in front. And hope you've enjoyed. The broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And take a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Doc is out there with the Prodigy. Then it's John Collins. Then there's the captain, and it's Z at the 3. Here's Temple. Buries it from three-point range. Temple's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Young outside. Shea outside. And good that time.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
The pass to Warwick. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Cartwright's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Now, here's Meeks. He's guarded closely. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Temple dishes to Smart. Here's Warwick. Here's Temple, defended by Young. Clock at 4. It's Meeks outside. A rebound by Young. The Hawks trail by 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Sinks the triple. Young's got 5 now.
Quick to set his feet and quick with that release as Trey knocks one down.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Young outside. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
A different look now for San Antonio. And so, MV will bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 4. Pass to the Prophet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. So for the Hawks, the captain's checked in for the Magician. John Collins comes in for Cartwright. And it's Doc in for Jackson. And so he makes both from the line. The Hawks trail by 6 to the left wing. Here's Che. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
Well, it was a big focal point for them last season, making good on their trips from the free throw line.
Z's checked in for Young. He hits the second from the line. Spurs leading by 5. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Creek's shot is off. The Hawks have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter.
Blocking foul called on number 11. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And Atlanta has possession. Che inside. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. Galloway, the pass to the Prophet. And it's good. 2 points. The Prophet's got 10.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Z, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies.
This is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Magician comes in for the captain. And it's Jackson in for Doc.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
With the step back. Out left to the wing. Here's Z. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He's got 9. San Antonio leading by 5. Jackson comes over with the double. A shot by the Prophet, no good. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Z. Back to Jackson. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Stolen by Jackson. And it's blocked. Here's Galloway. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 43 seconds left here in the second. Here's Z. And he banks in the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And there's a whistle that goes on Z. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. MP left side. And another turnover here by San Antonio. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Outside Jackson. Left side Collins. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Collins. And stolen by MP. Passes it to the Prodigy. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Intercepted. And so it's San Antonio headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid. This is the kind of game that doesn't get decided until the 25th hour.
Ernie, you know I have 4 degrees, and there's only 24 hours in a day. Unless you think we're going to be here till 1 a.m.
Shaq, he just means it's going to come down to the last second.
Well, then say what you mean, Ernie. No need to be cryptic. Jeez.
All right, and looking now at the first half, it's been an almost but not quite story for the Hawks.
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game, but you got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that, though.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. They've got the Prophet. Z out there with the Prodigy. Then there's Slim, and it's Blackwell in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's the Prophet. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Z. And the 3 off target. Spurs leading by 12. Pass to Blackwell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's the Prophet. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. A nice shot by Freak.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Are right inside, covered by MP. Nifty move. And it's MP with the rebound.
The 3rd quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction of such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The Prophet with the bucket.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And stolen by MP. The tray. The rebound by Cartwright. The Hawks trail by 20. On the wing, Jackson. Right wing. Looking to end the run. The Hawks again can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fazekas outside for Jackson. Pass to Cartwright. No good on the 3.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
The Hawks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And there's the pass to Young. San Antonio with the rebound.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Misses off the right iron.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
1:11 left here in the 3rd quarter. Driving in. The Prophet with the bucket. The Prophet's got 15 points in just the second half.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To stop the drought, and the dunk by Jackson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man, not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Here's the Prophet. He's got 27. He's feeling it. Rebound by the Hawks. Magician's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Z. He got it up to beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's San Antonio, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Collins is out there with Che. Then it's Trae Young. And there's Doc. And it's Hurt in at the center, filling out the middle.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
Meeks can't hit.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Kicks it out to Che. Back to Young. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Atlanta making a switch here. Forrest is checked in. In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoff, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
Atlanta's shooting the ball at 42%. Here is Doc. He kicks it to Collins. Jay passes to Doc. Count the basket. Doc's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Passes it to Meeks. Fires from deep. No good on that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Count it. Good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I like their defense today. We don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out of transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And Doc gets it to go. Doc's got 4 points in the quarter.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Massey, the pass to Warwick. From downtown, Hurt with the rebound. Hurt's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jay, right side. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. at least not until you start getting a little longer in the two. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Smart. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And that one falls for Smart. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Slim picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Profits checked in for San Antonio.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Takes it off the glass. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you got to take some chances, and Young will do that, challenging the defense that time.
Here's the Prophet, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point. Guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin, in 25 years, there'll be another list.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Jay kicks to Collins. Off target with his 3. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's the Prophet. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The Spurs shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Profits.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And Young comes over to help the Prophet, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. From deep. And Young with the basket on the assist by Jackson.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And it's off from three-point range. Here's the Prophet, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And a deep three from Young. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, the